Hello, everyone. Today we have a very, very special guest. Join us, a true leader in the field of cybersecurity, one of our own, Mr. Jeremiah Batac. He has not only navigated some of the toughest challenges in industry, but he also played a pivotal role in shaping cybersecurity strategies and mentoring the next generation of professionals. So, welcome, Brother Jay. So, welcome to our NetSec Tap. This is the real cybersecurity professional. We just want to interview the cybersecurity professionals in the field. Just kind of high level. Could you share your high level experience? How did you get in first? First questions. How did you get into cybersecurity? What made you kind of jump into cybersecurity?
Before anything else, guys, thank you very much, Ray, for inviting me to this great opportunity. I'm really honored to be the first victim. Yeah, thank you guys, and welcome as well. The question: how did I get into cybersecurity? Actually, prior college, my aunt, she lives. I was still in the Philippines. This is like around 1998 or 99. She visits the Philippines, and then she has experience in the different profession here in the United States. And she mentioned about why don't you just do computers? Right now it's in demand. And then remember the Y2K. Everything 1999 and then go to 2000. Computers will go shut
All
down
your
or whatever.
computers are not going to work.
Yeah, there was a big surge of people that are needed in the cybersecurity. And then she's like, why don't you just do computers, and then that will enable you potentially secure a good job. And I was like, oh, actually, you know what? I like computers. And then she started bringing some of her old computers, and then uh, when she visits the Philippines, she will bring the computers with her. But these are like old i386, 8 8 gigabyte RAM, 100 gigabyte, not even 100 gigabyte, maybe 50 or 80
Probably Meg, yeah, back in the
gigabyte
day.
hard drive space.
Yeah. Floppy disks.
You know the connectors for the keyboard? They're not even USB. They're like the PS2.
Oh yeah, the circular ones.
No, you know how old these computers are. So the computers, she brings them. They have Windows 98 during that time, and they break, and it is so frustrating because I don't have idea. I have no idea about computers. I don't know how to fix them.
Yeah.
And then when we get an expert to go in the house fix them, they charge a lot of money. I'm like, man, this is really good. So that really got me interested, and I finally decided to go to college. But before that, I was actually another option for me for college route is to become an Air Force, and then this one is coming from my uncle. Uncle is part of the Blue Spades. He is basically the guy who test drives any fighter plane that
Wow.
is purchased by the Philippines, Philippine Army.
Mm-hmm.
He's or Air Force. He is the guy who tests the new planes. So that's how badass this guy is. And I was
Yeah,
like, man,
right.
I want to do that. He graduated at PMA. I went through the uh, what do you call this? The registration process, the initial stuff, and then I passed everything. I was
Mm-hmm.
just about to go to the class, basically, bring my toothbrush and then go. But my dad went to the United States, and then someone needs to be with my little brothers, my mom. So I had to put that on pause, did the computers, and finished 3 years, and then went to 2.5 years, I think, and then went to the U.S. and continued my cybersecurity journey. So once I got here, of course, you start again from zero.
Yeah, exactly.
My first job was I was cleaning toilets, making
No,
sandwiches at this,
I
store.
remember the
And
sandwich. Oh yeah.
and I was like, man, I'm not gonna do this for the rest of my life. I need to do something. So I did a diploma degree or certificate class from Chubbs. Chubbs back in the day is a really tough class to be in. Uh, it's well known for good graduates.
Hmm.
Their program for network security is starts at 64 students and then only 8 graduates. But all
Wow.
of those 8, they're guaranteed a job. Like after they graduate, they get a job.
Mhm.
So I graduated that. I finished it with flying colors, and then I got absorbed as a cybersecurity professor. I was 19 years old or
No
going
way.
20 during that time. And then I had to grow a beard because I look like a 12-year-old guy. Now I look really old, but back then I was that young. All of my students, they were like 28 and up, 30, mid 30s or early 40s.
Mhm.
Some already have degrees, some have master's degree, but they want to jump into cybersecurity. And here I am, like if I remove my beard, they're gonna have like 12 looking year old guy telling them what to do. So I had to grow a beard, and
Yeah.
that's how I got into cybersecurity, man. And then so from being professor,
Oh.
I got hired by AC Technology. So that's why my um, uh, not so cybersecurity related. It's
But like your
still
IT job. Okay.
system admin job. And then once after AC Technology, next one is Eon Corp. From Eon Corp from is Symantec. Symantec, that's where my official cybersecurity journey started. I started with the firewalls. So
Hmm.
yeah, we manage all of the flavors of firewalls, and you've been there too. You know how that is.
Yeah.
Learned everything
Learn
from
everything from
scratch,
scratch.
and
Yeah.
then years gone by, learned the trade, and got into sales. So now I do sales or slash solutions engineering.
Mm.
It is still technical in nature, but you do more business. Like it's more business, talking to C-level executives,
Mm.
CIO, deputy directors, branch
Yeah.
chiefs.
Basically the
Basically, yeah.
stakeholders of the company.
Now I'm actively in the Department of Homeland Security space, and now with Tenable. This is my current company now, and I'm heavily involved in DHS again, and I'm starting with Treasury, and then I also have ICE to start with,
Wow,
and
those are big
basically
division
my
within
goal is
DHS.
identify their basically asset visibility, identify the weak areas, let them know what those are and how to basically fortify those weak areas and reduce their attack surface.
Hmm. Very nice. Cool. That's a long journey
Wing,
from
long-winded, yeah, but
no from
that's it.
I
Like in a
mean
nutshell,
exactly, but
you
I
got to
mean
start somewhere,
coming
right?
from just to summarize it, coming from we both were from the Philippines, and then we kind of work our way up. I mean, look at you now, what 20 plus years ago,
Mm-hmm.
from um, making sandwiches to the chubs, the learning, and now I mean solutions architect,
Mm-hmm.
working for it. Tenable is one of the biggest company and top companies out there. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
That is good to hear. I'm really proud of you and how you kind of grew from that side, and here we are now. So the second question that we have is, what are your some of your biggest challenges and obstacles you faced early during your career, cybersecurity wise, and how did you overcome them?
Biggest challenge is no one wants to teach. No one wants to give out information. Like I said, you got to start somewhere,
I
but
think we were the only sucker these days.
where there's nowhere to start, like that's gonna be a big problem. So I had a really bad experience. I mean, this is a family member that I know that is in cybersecurity. I did ask help from this guy, but he said, "Oh, I'm gonna help you. Don't worry." And then when it was time for me to ask for the help, and all of a sudden, he gave me the cold shoulder, and that event motivated me, man. This sucks. You're considered family member. I need help to be better on my career journey, but now you have to do it yourself. And I started just studying everything. Back in the day, there's no YouTube.
Yeah,
So
that
all
is
of this
true.
is I bought a book and then did a lot of Googling stuff. So did it on my own,
Mhm.
bought a book, research, and do it. Like, there was no shortcut. So that's how I overcome that challenge.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, because I totally agree with you. I'm basically the same thing because it seems like your path to cybersecurity is really challenging, especially back in the day. Compared today, there are so many resources. Not thinking about like the AI and all that stuff today.
Hmm.
I mean, we barely. I think the browser that I remember. I know. I mean, we're gonna sound old in this. The Netscape. Remember back?
Yes. Yeah.
You
That
got
was
mail,
my second
AOL.
second go to.
Yes,
Yes.
I can go to. And Google was
Hmm.
barely. I mean, they just started at that time.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
that's pretty cool. All right. So our next question, third question. Were there any specific skills, certification, or experiences that you believe that is critical to your progression of your success within cybersecurity?
That's a really good question, and my answer is depends, because back in the day when we were just getting into cybersecurity, there were no cloud infrastructure, no GCP, no
That's true.
AWS,
Yeah.
no Azure, right?
Yeah.
So I worked for Rackspace,
Everything's
and then
bare metal.
yeah, everything is bare metal. Like, what do I mean by bare metal? Like, they really buy these servers. They come in boxes. You unbox them, and then you rack them on the uh, uh, cabinets, right? But of course, before you be able to rack them, you have to install the operating system,
Uh,
set up the network information, and put them on the right segment and give them internet access. That's the old school way. And in that time, having a server plus, A plus, network plus, those are the hot items certificate
yeah, it's a
to
hot
get.
certification back then. Yeah,
Fast forward like 23 years, you need OSCP, you need CISSP, you
yeah.
need,
Right?
it's a bit different. So now, for the new guys coming into cybersecurity, you have to make a decision, like what you're gonna be. There's a lot of path, right?
Yeah.
Um, so there is security analysis, security engineering. That's where we were born. Me
Mm-hmm.
and Ray were born. There is cloud security now. There's vulnerability
Oh, yeah.
expert. There's penetration testing. There is compliance. There's so many avenues, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you really want to start, I really like now. Back in the day, if you're gonna ask me, I will go with Linux server, Linux route, Linux plus, and firewall route, because that's where really back then is cybersecurity. But now I will tell you differently, because I want you to focus on doing the cloud stuff now, because that's where everything is going. Even in Tenable, our go-to-market strategy now is Tenable One. What is Tenable One? Tenable One is a platform. You connect Tenable SC, VM, IO, all of that stuff goes to one platform, and then you manage everything there. You install your sensors, or your vulnerability management security center is in within Tenable One. So you have multiple workplace workspaces within, but everything is going to the cloud.
Yeah.
Backend is AWS. So that's how we basically service um, our customers. So certifications like AWS Cloud Practitioner is the first step, basically understanding how AWS operate from the infrastructure side. Uh, that is my first step, like my first suggestion to get, like, as far as certification is concerned. And then from
Mm.
there, you can see if that is for you,
Yeah.
if you like it or not. And uh, I I think you have to ask yourself, like, as well,
Yeah.
do I like to work with my hands? Do I want to be the person racking and stacking the servers behind,
Hmm.
running the cables, turning the power on? Am I that person? Or do you want to be called 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning? A firewall access is not working
Yeah.
or a connection is not working. Do you want to sit down all day looking at screen, performing analysis and digging, research, or do you want to be in front of a Excel spreadsheet with 441 controls that you need to verify?
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot for everyone. So you definitely have to ask yourself, because, like, majority of your time is spent in working, so you make sure you like the work that you do.
Gotcha. Yeah. Thanks for answering that. You already kind of nailed uh, our next question, because
Hmm.
basically we do know the cybersecurity landscape continues. I mean, it keeps on evolving, right? So, because the next question that I was about to ask you is like, what's the skill sets or mindset that are most crucial? But you already said it. It really depends on what you want to do. Can do you think you mentioned cloud? So everything is cloud. So if for example, I don't have any, I just barely have an IT background, and let's say I have a career in finance or databases and stuff, but I want to be in pure cybersecurity, like what you just mentioned earlier. Is there a shortcut to say, hey, just take this cert and then jump into cloud? Because I believe that everything's going to be foreign to me. It's like, okay, this is cloud, and now what? If I don't have some base knowledge on how even a networking kind of works, right? Can somebody just go ahead and start studying, AWS or Google Cloud Platform or Azure? Is there any like shortcut way to do it without having that background? I mean, what's your opinion on that?
If you're gonna take the shortcut, I think it will be harder for you to make sense of everything, right? What I still recommend is take our uh, classes in Udemy. Shameless plug-in.
So,
No,
yeah.
but I still personally think, like, if you really want to be in the computer field, you should experience how to build your own computer. I think
This is
that's
the
what
first step,
everyone needs to do.
right?
You need to build your own computer, and then from there, because that will force you to understand how computer works, what are the parts, how they connect, how you put the operating system, what is the software, what is the hardware. Um, uh, it's crucial if you really want to be in this field. Build your own computer, and also bragging rights. Like, if someone asks you, "Hey, have you built your own computer?" and if you just shortcut it and then go to the cloud, then you can say, "Oh, I have no experience building a computer." I mean,
Yeah, so
these
how do
days to build
you?
a server, it only takes one click. I mean, where's the fun in that?
Yeah,
So
that's
I
true.
really recommend, like, you have to build your own computer. You need to learn networking, and then from there, look at that as your main operating system, right? And then from there, after you know that, how to build computer, how to network computer, and then if you add, you want to do security analysis or vulnerability management, security engineering, consider those as, those applications that you install on top of operating system. So, but again, I don't recommend doing the shortcut.
Mhm.
You can, by all means,
Yeah,
but I do not
I think
recommend
it's
it
gonna be a
personally.
struggle, right?
Yeah, you have to really build your own computer, have that experience, because from there, it's not gonna be a perfect process. You're gonna hit a lot of roadblocks, and then those roadblocks will basically build you, become a better cybersecurity professional. And it did help. It did help me a lot too. When you go through interview, they will ask you about, like, RAM, CPU, hard drive.
Yeah.
If you if you did not build your computer, I mean, in AWS because I just click spin or
Yeah, there's already a
create.
template. Yeah, which
All of those
specs you
stuff are
have.
provided. You know what I mean? Do you even know what they look like? Do you even know how to connect them? Do you even know how to cable them, power and all that? You know, it's yeah. I mean, I really recommend you building a computer as a first step.
Gotcha. Cool.
No shortcuts.
No shortcut. Got it. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. All right. So I know your time is precious. And last question. I promise. So looking ahead, all right. What do you think are the biggest opportunities and maybe challenges that will be? So I know this is like a two-folded question. So we got the biggest opportunity in cybersecurity, and at the same time, challenges will be in cybersecurity in over the next 5 to 10 years.
5 to 10 years. The challenge is, man, everything is moving fast. Like,
Right.
have you seen a bullet train from Japan, like the maglev, when they
Yeah.
pass by the stations? That's how fast we are moving now because of the
That's
development of artificial
that's actually a
intelligence.
good point. Yeah.
To be honest with you, man, like, you don't need to be a developer these days to create a program. I mean, you just tell the AI what kind of program you need, and then the damn thing will code it for you.
Right.
If you are a bad coder, input your code, and then the AI will correct it for you.
Now you're a
That I
great
mean,
programmer.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that
back in
is
the
so
day when we
true.
did programming, C++,
Oh
COBOL,
man,
and then
COBOL back in the day.
what is
Yeah.
that? What is that? Close to machine language,
Assembly.
assembly.
Yeah.
When you run a code and then it gives you an error, you just give
Line
line
by line.
45 error, and then you compile it, and then okay, what's wrong with this line 45? What am I going to do? And it will take like days before you can figure it out, right?
Yeah.
But now you just tell AI, hey, what's wrong? You upload the code. What is wrong with line 45? Well, what's wrong with line 45 is you forgot the semicolon. It
Right.
doesn't close out the line, and then here's how you could program it correctly, and it gives you correct code syntax. So that is the biggest challenge. Everything's moving fast.
Yeah.
How can you be successful? Learn cloud. That's where it is.
Yeah.
Like but again, we're gonna go back to that question. Can I shortcut? Can I learn cloud right away? No. You still have to learn at least. Here's what I'm gonna do, like a high level. Build your computer, build your network. Of course, you're gonna build at least two computers because you need two computers to communicate to each other. Build two computers, network them, make them work, and then from there, learn cloud. That's it at a high level, 4 steps.
So, well, those are great. And again, thanks, Brother Jay, for this opportunity. I know you were the guinea pig for this our project, but
Yeah.
our whole goal just to tell people why are we doing this in terms of
Hmm.
instead of we're doing training, we're doing our stuff. It's just to give awareness and what really is out there, and then kind of meet all these cybersecurity professionals that and you said it lots of time tonight that
Hmm.
there are no shortcuts. We just want to kind of let people aware that once you get into cybersecurity, kind of be mindful or just have a goal in mind. I think that's the first bet. For one of your kind of draw out on the board. I want to be in cybersecurity. We get these questions all the time, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Like, hey, I learned that I heard or I've seen this plug jump in cybersecurity, be cybersecurity professional, either pen tester or security analyst, 6 figures right away.
Yeah.
But majority, you and I, what is the common thing that we we always tell them? That there's no shortcut. So wherever they're
It's
getting
true
this,
though. It's
right,
true. Like
right,
you can definitely make 6 figure salary. I mean, I do make 6 figure salary, but the path to go there,
yeah,
let me tell
it's
you, it's
not
not
an
an easy
overnight
road.
thing.
Especially during our time, because whatever we know now, whatever we learn, we did on our own. No handouts. We did everything on our own, right?
Yeah,
Uh, Whoever's watching this video, you have no idea how lucky you are watching this right now.
Today, exactly. All the
You know,
resources.
you have no idea.
Oh,
So, in order for me and Ray to be where we at today, we had to do trial and error for approximate, I would say, 7 to 9 years of trial and error. And we are
because there's
fast
no
tracking
guide.
you
Yeah.
guys, avoiding you to basically not waste 7 to 9 years of your life, and then basically teach you guys where the right path is. But again, tailored to your your character, because every one's cybersecurity journey is different. Everyone's preference is different. One guy likes to do racking and stacking. One guy
Yeah.
likes to be called 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning. One guy likes to sit down in front of computers for the rest of the office hours. Um, Everyone's different, so uh, we are fast tracking you guys. So leverage us, because we would like to share our knowledge. We're the other way around than the other guys who try to hoard information and keep it to themselves, thinking they're going to be competitive because they try to keep the information to
Yeah,
themselves.
they hoard all
We
this.
both
And,
think otherwise.
cool. Well, again, thanks a lot, brother. Really, really appreciate you. Again, many, many thanks, and
Yep.
till our next interview for our whoever's gonna be the next one. But
Thank you for having me, Ray. I appreciate you doing this, and then hopefully it will bear fruit.
yes, sir. Have a good one.